Casey Neistat.
Casey Neistat?
Oh, yeah.
He always has sunglasses.
Oh, does he?
Very seldom. Well, he does take them off,
Oh, okay.
but he wears them a lot.
Okay.
And I think of you with your sunglasses.
Okay, well then I'll just keep them on.
Yeah.
Okay then. They hide the bags under my eyes. I'm not gonna lie. That's part of the reason I always wear them.
And
Wow,
the more,
what a dream come true
for me,
for me.
the more your hat is up, the more we can see your
is this
face.
up enough? Should I take the hat off? I
Yeah,
can.
although I like it.
No, I
like the hat.
did my hair. I mean, I don't mind having it down. I always wear this in my videos.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's do.
So. Yes, hat?
No hat.
No hat. Okay. Thank
Wow.
you. You're the boss.
What?
This is the first time ever.
Well, I
history
have a
that-
lot of hair, and people always like, "Why don't you wear your
This
hair
is the
down?"
first. This is not every day she does this.
No, I
This is
did it
special.
just for Bob because I didn't want anyone to look like they had more hair than me. That's what Bob and I have in common. We both stopped shaving a long time ago. Right, Bob?
That's it.
Everything like the shooting and editing and whatnot, but the friggin' email, man, and like, well, because I also post on Instagram and Facebook and all this other stuff. And I'm like,
Right. It's
answering all these
nonstop.
messages, but these people send you. I'm sure I don't need to tell you. They send you these like heart-wrenching personal stories. Like,
get 'em.
well, you just ignore it. It seems rude.
Right, and they want you to perform magic and solve their
But that's what you do.
enormous life problem, and I don't have magical
Well,
powers.
you kind of do, man. You've helped a lot of people. You know,
I have helped.
more than most. You know, you're basically running like a non-profit charity now, aren't you?
It is a nonprofit. It's an official 501c3.
Oh, you did get an official. Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're a 501c3.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
In fact, that little group down there, that's 2 minivans that we bought and donated to people.
Oh, nice. Now, how do you pick the winner or the recipient?
It's hard. We get about 20 people apply for every minivan.
So what do
And-
they do? Like write an essay or something?
Well, we get their whole life story, basically, yeah.
Robert, this is Bob's
Oh.
video.
Oh, hey, hi. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm curious how many elves you have working in your workshop, man. Like, there's no way you're churning out all this stuff by yourself.
No, absolutely not, yeah. And with everything else that's going on, yeah.
Because, I mean, how many, you upload like a bunch.
3 a week. And one of them's live. I upload 2 edited videos a week and 1
Oh,
live.
that's what I do, gee.
That's not that, well,
There you go.
it's easy for me to say it's not
Yeah,
that hard. He does all the editing.
Yeah. Oh, well, you
that's a
do good
full-time
work,
job.
man. Yeah, I've learned a lot from watching you guys. Now, why do you spend so much time here?
Well, I'm a resident. You know Art Bell?
Well, I don't know him, but I know
You don't know him,
yeah.
yeah. He's dead,
He's
so
dead
it's
now.
going to be harder, but
Sure.
you know of Art Bell.
Yeah.
And so I heard about Pahrump in Nye County through Art Bell.
Through his show? Oh,
Yeah.
funny.
I'm an enormous Art Bell fan.
Okay.
And I'm not even into all that weird stuff. But he was so good.
Well, so what did you like about him?
He was so good. His completely open mind. He was so smart. He could talk to anyone about anything. Have you ever listened to him?
Yeah, I used to when he was on K9
Yeah.
here and there, but I mean, I don't know, I'm not a big like UFO person or like
No, I'm not either.
woo-woo. I mean, I'm interested in that stuff, obviously. I mean, I'm always out there looking for it.
Yeah.
You know, please contact me. But I mean,
Well,
I know he was pretty well respected as a journalist, I guess.
Yeah. I remember the first time I ever heard him was I was in Alaska, and they had one of the main stations, a big station
Wow.
there, broadcast him, and I was out camping, and it was late, and I couldn't sleep, so I turned on the radio, and he came on. He was overnight, and I started listening to him. Well, it was interesting. He's talking about this probe we sent to Mars and disappeared. And after a while, it dawned on me, he's saying Martians came and got it. And that got my interest, and I started listening more. And here was this really smart guy, you know, actually approaching this like that was a
Right.
And I worked nights.
Oh, so
And
there you go. He was
I-
your friend.
He got me through many nights.
I bet he did. Well, I'm just saying, yeah, there's a lot to be said for somebody who has an open mind, but not so open that their brains fell out. You know what I mean?
Right. No, and he was always, you could always tell, he never endorsed any of the crazy things. In fact, some of the crazy things, he would argue against them and point out the obvious.
Right. Well, that just makes him even more credible.
Which makes him even more credible.
Yeah.
But he'd have on really big top-end scientists, and he'd
Oh,
talk
yeah.
science with them, physics.
And he was able to talk that.
And he was
stuff.
able to talk with them.
Oh yeah,
he
see,
was never.
I'd be listening and I wouldn't be understanding a damn thing.
Well, they could both make it pretty simple.
Oh really? So
That's
for
what
a
makes them
layperson, oh that's
special.
cool. So did you
At any
ever
rate.
meet him in person?
I never did. He lived here, and you can still, his home's still out there.
Well,
and it's kind of a compound that he's created.
Yeah, I know, but somebody else lives there. I wouldn't want to poking around.
No, I wouldn't.
Hey, everybody, we're at Art Bell's house today.
Right.
You just drive by. That's all.
Well, it would be interesting to see.
Emissions tests.
Oh, okay, nice. Really? Not in Nye County. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Actually,
Not in Pahrump.
no, not in Nye County. It's county, and not the only two counties are Reno and.
Oh, okay. Well, go figure. Darn big city, folks, ruining things for everyone. You know, for commercial filming purposes, and it's a channel that has, I don't know, they have maybe 250,000 followers. So it's a big channel, and they have a drone, and they don't use the drone in the parks, but they do. You know, their production values are nice, and they contacted them and demanded the license fee.
Yeah.
And so now this channel's freaking out because they're like, it's not just a matter of buying the permit, because I don't think the permit's that expensive, but it's like, you know, it takes forever to get the permit approved, and you don't know where you're going to be 1 week to the next. And
because of the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, we've worked with them to get permits, and it's not pleasant.
Yeah.
What they're doing is probably much simpler than what we're doing.
Oh, I'm sure, to get a permit for all those people.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you're in there with a cell phone.
I'm in there with a cell phone, but it's technically still commercial because I'm monetizing the video. Yeah.
For a long time, rangers would stop and see me and ask, and I had a little more better equipment. And so they would ask, and I'd say, yeah, I'm just shooting a YouTube video.
Oh,
but they didn't care. And everyone I ran into said they didn't care. But now they all run into and say, well, you need to.
Well, now when more people are out of work than ever, and people are trying to do whatever they can to make a friggin' living, then the government comes along and wants their piece. Shocker.
Well, and that wasn't just the national forest. The national parks, that was the national forest.
Oh, really? I know even on BLM land, I think you're supposed to get a permit.
On all federal land.
Yeah, well, that's that's everything except for privately owned land. So where does that leave me? Oh, I can shoot videos at my house? Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, it's grim.
It is grim, man. I feel like something must be done about this. Well, if they get me, I'll be making a lot of noise about it, and you can take that to the bank. Jerks.
I think if you're just out using your cell phone.
Yeah. I'm very low profile. My cell phone and a windscreen, and that's it. You know, I'm not one to tote around a bunch of fancy
I'm low
gear.
profile too.
Yeah. Yeah, Larry's very low profile. Oh, you're fine. You know, that's a small camera.
Ish. I usually carry a cell phone though.
Yeah.
It's proving to be.
I use a DSLR a lot. I bought a DSLR. I just found it friggin' cumbersome.
Right.
I've got
and I'll be honest with you, my cell phone has that forward-facing camera filter, and when I did use my DSLR to shoot a video, I go, golly, I can see every pore in my face. Forget this. Like, it was too high def.
Yeah. Well, I have a DSLR and I have a gimbal for it, and out in public with that thing is, well, it's an experience.
Yeah. Like when we were in Eureka.
Everyone.
Like, what are you shooting?
Yeah, everyone's stopping to talk to me. So going low profile with the cell phone is the way to go, I think. Yeah. Even this is too much. This is just a little action cam. It's like a GoPro.
Yeah.
You know?
But it looks like something.
It
gets attention.
Yeah. It just looks strange.
It's a friggin' windscreen, but you can't get around a windscreen, man. Out here, it's friggin' windy.
Yeah, you absolutely need that. Absolutely. We're getting there.
Well, that's hard because, you know, like the people who follow me, like, obviously in most of my videos I'm not wearing makeup, I'm just out in the field, like, down and dirty, right? But for this calendar, it's like, oh, I gotta do it. Like, last year we did this whole pinup calendar. So now I set the bar really high. And I feel like, you know, like, I don't shave my underarms, and, like, no one wants to see that. So in all the friggin' poses I have to make sure, like, my hair is hiding it, you know, or, like, there's just a lot of complicating factors.
I like the fact that you have armpit hair.
I got some super chats yesterday. I did my first ever live stream yesterday, and I got some pretty good super chats because my armpits were hairy. People got into this argument about it in the thing, and I started getting money. I'm like, okay.
I love it. It's great.
I should do one. Should I shave? Put money in this tip jar. Should I not shave? And then whichever one's higher, I keep the pot and do what they want.
That's a brilliant idea.
Do a super chat live feed where you shave if they give you money.
Oh gosh, yeah, I could.
For every stroke.
Be staring at it for a long time, or she's just kind of.
It's called mindfulness. Okay, we could all learn a thing or two from this dog. This dog is probably smarter than all of us. This dog could start a cult. Okay, it could be a guru.
Start? I mean, that happened last weekend.
Oh dang it! I'm late to the party again, as usual. Yeah, I remember reading your blog like before you even had a YouTube channel.
Long time ago.
I've been stalking you for years, Pop.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but the channel for you was like a no-brainer, right?
It was, yeah. It took me a long time. I was intimidated by the technology.
Sure.
But
when did you start your channel? 2016?
I think so.
You said were? You got over it. You got to tell me about this.
No, I hired KC.
Oh,
What happened?
Technology.
I was intimidated by the technology.
Oh, no, he teaches me.
Well, you probably both learn from each other.
Yes.
Yeah. We just got these new phones.
What'd you guys get?
That's been a trip. This is a Note 20.
Oh, I'm looking at that.
What do you have?
I have the Note 8.
Yeah, you'll want the Note 20.
Yeah, I just don't like the price, man. It's like
outrageous.
yikeroo. And then you got to buy the friggin' wireless earbuds to go with it. You know, it's another $200.
Right.
Yeah, he's got all that.
Would
You know, you can get a little dongle that will
yeah, which I'm gonna have to do because I plug my video micro into the headphone jack, so I'm gonna have to get a dongle. That's okay. Everybody needs a dongle, right?
there's nothing wrong with having a few dongles, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like my life working with Bob, for both of us, it's just constant technology.
Yeah. Now, how did you guys meet each other?
I just applied.
I was put out on
Oh, you put out a call?
job call. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Far out, man. And where were you before you...
I was, the obvious thing, I was teaching Chinese students. No, I'm joking. It's not obvious. I was
Got me on that one. Hello.
I was teaching English to Chinese students.
Oh.
In China?
No, online.
Oh, okay.
Well, they were in China.
Right.
And so it had nothing to do with this at all. But Bob just briefly mentioned possibly I just saw he was like really getting big, and I was like, oh, he probably needs someone, and I just wasn't happy doing what I was doing. So I sent him an email. He mentioned like briefly like one sentence about it, had already hired someone, and then I just sent him an email. And then he was like, no, thanks, you know. And then I was like, well, if you did hire me, I could, and then I made like a bullet point list. And then he was still like, I don't think so. And then I made a video with a green screen.
Well, you didn't give up. Good for you.
You know, she just glosses over that. But she taught Chinese students, but she had to do everything on a green screen. And so there was a lot of technology in that, and then putting it on the net and then sending it to them. And the Chinese are very, you know, they're paying a lot of money, and these are, you know, wealthy people, and they want real perfection. And she could deliver the perfection.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So I knew that this was a person who could learn new hard things.
Sure, yeah. Wow.
And she's been doing it ever since.
Crazy things. So I would write this really interesting blog about it. I had a readership, but you know, I couldn't monetize it because I was posting photos from my photo shoots in it, and so it was flagged as an adult site, so I couldn't use AdSense on it, and so I really didn't make any money other than the occasional somebody would send me $20 or whatever. But it just came to me while I sort of stumbled into the video thing, and I went, oh, man, people just don't like to read anymore, man. They just want to watch. I'm the opposite. Like, if I'm trying to figure out how to fix something, I'd 100 times rather just read how to do it than have to watch somebody's video and, like, put it on 1.5 speed just to get to the damn point so I can see where the part is. You know, like, if I'm reading it, I can just there, you know? But apparently I'm in the minority again. I went looking for that. I don't know if you guys heard about the Fen treasure.
Oh,
we know about it.
Right, so as soon as I got the rig, I was like, I told my sister, I'm like, we gotta go find this treasure, because I don't know how much you guys know about that whole story, but the poem that had clues in it, blah, blah. Well, it started out with this whole thing about warm waters. I go, it's by a hot spring, and my sister and I are hot spring nuts, so I go, we know hot springs, you know, we have all the time in the world, let's do this, we're gonna find this treasure. Right. Well, obviously we didn't find the treasure, but yeah, that's how I put a lot of money. Well, we drove out to Santa Fe first.
So you bought it new in 17. Wow.
Brand new,
so
first
cool.
trip, went to Santa Fe because the guy, Fen, he saw my video that I made about it, and he goes, oh, come over, you know, you and your sister come to my house. Okay.
Fen?
So, yeah, we went and hung out at his house for a couple hours, and we were new to the treasure hunt, right? We hadn't done all the research and parsed every word in the poem or anything, so we really had no questions to ask him. Right. Like, well, we'll just go hang out with him and see, you know, what he says, get a sense of his personality. We kind of thought, oh, it's probably not too far from his house. It's probably up by Taos in the mountains. Okay. No, man, we sat there and talked to him for 2 hours, and all he did was talk about Yellowstone, Yellowstone, Yellowstone. Like, he talked about Yellowstone so much, like, I think he's trying to tell us we need to go up towards Yellowstone, which, come to find out, that's where it was hidden. I mean, he was like, Yellowstone, Yellowstone. Okay, so we went up to Yellowstone, but we looked around West Yellowstone, because if you've read his book, he talked a lot about West Yellowstone. I don't know, never thought of going to Coulter. Oh, well, but that's how I put a bunch of miles on the car, because I'm okay, we're gonna go look around Taos in the mountains. Fine. Then oh no, we gotta go to Yellowstone. Okay, so I drove all the way to Yellowstone, and you know, I've just been like that. You have a new car, it's like, oh yeah, sure. Oh, you want me to come meet you in Roswell? I'll be there in about 12 hours. You know, now I'm at the point where it's like, no, I need to be a little more judicious. I mean, that being said, I did just drive like 250 miles out of the way to go to a hot spring last week. And I was like, I don't know, somebody told me about this hot spring. I go, oh, that sounds cool.
I'm excited. This is.
I'm excited. I'm beyond excited. I told you it was my best birthday present ever.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Today I am the luckiest guy in the world because I am here with Wonderhussy.
Hi Bob, hi everyone.
And that is actually the name of your channel, Wonderhussy.
That's the name of my channel, Wonderhussy Adventures.
And she is very polite and demure, so we'll get a lot. It'll be a little bit boring, but we'll make it as interesting as we can.
Don't make me late for church, Bob.
Okay, yeah.